Hi, my name is Samantha and we're going to make some leek soup tonight. Leeks are cousins to the onion. The difference in flavor between leeks and onions are that the leek is sweeter, more delicate, and reminiscent of garlics or chives. Leeks can be cooked in a variety of ways and are often considered to be a gourmet onion. So we're going to start by making a broth. I got a nice whole chicken, roaster chicken, that I'm going to use. I've washed it, cleaned it, it's on my plate. You can get, if you want a healthier choice, you can go ahead and get chicken breasts and do chicken breasts with yours. So to make my broth, it is leek soup, so we're going to have some leeks. So I took the tail ends of the leeks and I cut them off because we're going to throw away, the stuff we use for our broth gets thrown away. And it's not going to be part of our soup in the end. We're going to throw a carrot in there. They're nice quick chops, easy chops. I'm going to throw an onion. I'm going to throw a couple cloves of garlic. And I like a little red pepper to add some flavor in mine. So I'm going to throw a nice pepper chunk in there. And then I'm going to add some spinach, some nice fresh spinach, some fresh rosemary, and in my broth I will put some salt and pepper, a nice little salt and pepper mix that I'll add to the broth. So I went ahead and I kind of cheated. I have a nice stock pot that has a strainer in it, so that's actually what I'm going to use to cook my soup in. I'm going to go ahead and I put a little bit of chicken broth in here. In water, and then remember, because don't put too much chicken broth because your chicken's going to get in there and it's going to make its own yummy broth. Okay, I'm going to pop my chicken in first, then I'm going to pop all these yummy veggies in there, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. I want just enough water that it's over top of my chicken. And I'm going to put my lid on it with it open so it lets out some steam. And I'm just going to let that boil, and you can boil that for an hour to 2 hours. So this is like a really great thing to do if you're doing busy stuff around the house and you want to do a meal you don't have to watch. So we'll just go ahead and let that do its thing, and we'll come back in an hour. See you then. So our chicken has been going for about an hour and a half. It's fallen off the bone. I'm going to strain it out. And I'm actually going to dump it into a little more shallow dish to pick the meat off. So we're going to throw that away, and then we'll put the skin in here, and I'm going to put the meat in here. So I will come back at you here in a few minutes. So I've picked clean, as you can see, I've really picked clean my chicken here. When you get to the thick part, I used a fork to peel it off because the chicken's kind of hot. I would wait probably about 30 minutes after you pull it out for it to cool just a little bit before you dig in, and I wear gloves to help protect my hands also. So I put it in a bowl so you can see it's quite a bit of chicken comes from that small chicken. We're going to go ahead and put that in our pot. So this is the leek. I told you I cut the top part off and we used it for our soup base. And so now we're going to use this leek. Leeks are very dirty, and I'm setting my water a little bit cooler. You need to use some cool water and kind of pull them apart and clean down inside them really well. They just are really, really dirty, but they're really, really healthy and good for you. So we're going to chop off the end root part. And we're not going to need, I'm going to chop them pretty thin. I don't want like huge chunks of leek in my soup. I kind of want it like you would do like an onion maybe. We don't want to use a whole lot because the leek is in the onion family. We don't want to use a whole lot more onion in our soup itself. So I'm going to chop this up. I'm going to chop some fresh green beans from last week's basket up and some carrots and get them in with our chicken, and then I'll come back at you. I cut up green beans. We're going to put those in the pot. Like I said, they were from last week's bag. And some nice organic carrots. That's always a good thing. And then I'm gonna put that back on the stove, let it boil until my veggies are nice and, until they're, you know, squishy. That's a term, squishy, right? Until my vegetables are soft so I can eat them. So let it cook, everything's gotten nice and soft. It's been about 30 minutes on high. Soup it out. There we go. You gonna try it, Andrew? Are you gonna be the taste tester? Maybe? Well, let's see if the cameraman likes it. It's gonna be hot, sorry. Is it good? Is it good? 2 thumbs up from the cameraman. He can't let go of his other thumb. 2 thumbs up for the cameraman. So now that we've finished our leek and chicken soup, I invite you to join me next week and go ahead and purchase some bacon, because we're going to be having Brussels sprouts in next week's bag. And for out of the bag, I'm going to teach you to make a really mean side dish with Brussels sprouts, potatoes, onions, and those yummy carrots. So tune in next week.